Hi, I'm Tim Bartz, Internet Sales Manager here at McArthur Ford in Salina, Kansas. Your source for Ford news, update, and information with a video on the 2025 Ford Mustang Mach-E. And we are going through our price guides because the order banks are open up right now. A lot of people don't think that they're open up, but the order banks are open up for you to go and place an order with your local dealer. You cannot order online, not place that order online, and build and buy is not available online yet. But you can order with your local dealer. So if you don't want to be one of those first ones to receive a Mustang Mach-E and not wait for some of the stock ones to start showing up at those buying centers and such, this is a great opportunity for you to do that and order it the way you want to. And this video hopefully will be useful to you so you can know exactly how this is going to be built out, what's going to be standard, plus also what are the different options, including the new Sport Appearance Package, because we're talking about the premium trim in this video, which I think is a really good place price-wise, and a lot of different options and look to it as well with some great standard features. So we're going to talk about that in this video. If you like videos like this, make sure you're subscribed with that bell notification turned on so you don't miss any of these videos. And we as a dealer, we are taking orders as well. We are going to be pricing ours. If you want to order with us, we're doing invoice pricing on the Mustang Mach-E orders. So if you want to place an order with us, we'll do invoice pricing for you. And also, if you want to finance a vehicle with us, we'll do some discounts there as well, just like we do with our in-stock vehicles on our website as well. So anyway, we'll drive into this. We'll also talk about some different ordering tips as well that I do in a lot of my videos, just to kind of keep people apprised of what's going on, especially if this is the only one video you're watching, you don't watch the other ones. I want to make sure you know all the information there. So let's go ahead. We're going to dive in and talk about this, and we're going to talk about some mechanical features first. So let's jump on over. I do have this in here. There we go. I have it shared. All right. So we do here we do have the Ford websites right here. So we are going to actually look at the 24 model year, because 25 model year is not there yet. And I'll tell you why, because here when you go to shop and go build and price, most models it's build and price, but on the electric vehicles it's actually build and buy. And so if you go down here to electrified and you check that out and you go to Mach-E, you're only seeing 24 model year here, and you're going to see that it's more of a build and buy. And what I'm looking at here is I want to choose, hey, what trim level am I looking at? And then it's going to dive down into more of what is really available. So if you look here and I choose my options of rear-wheel drive standard range, we're actually looking at what's out at dealer lots, right? What is available within the mileage you're looking at. And that is what's actually in stock at other dealers, not necessarily what I can build and order. So that's why I think people don't realize that they can order a 25 right now, that the order banks have opened up, but they have. Mach-E is different than Lightning. Lightning is not a vehicle you can order through your dealer. It is one you have to wait until they are available at those different buying centers around the country that dealers can access and get. And at that point, then you'll see how long it's going to take for that to show up. Now, I think that's why on Mach-E, they're kind of waiting until some of these vehicles are actually put out there. Now, there are less than 100 unscheduled retail orders in the order bank for the Mach-E. They are scheduled in the 25 model year for those production dates in January. They're starting production in January, so that's just around the corner. So you could place one. We have like 6 allocations available for us. We are looking for Mach-E orders for 25 model year. We'd love to fulfill those with a customer that builds it the way they want to, then trying to guess what stock ones we should have and whether or not that works, because there's a lot of different configurations for these. And even with a premium trim, there's like 4 different configurations to start with, plus some different packages. So anyway, so we're going to go through that and talk about that. And the premium is where this starts. Now, starting price for the premium is much lower this year than it was last year. So this comes in either standard range rear-wheel drive for $39,995. So under 40. That's actually the price of what the Select was last year, right? So it does come down quite a bit. Now, if you want all-wheel drive, we're in Kansas. We like our all-wheel drive. All-wheel drive standard range is going to come in at $42,995. So you kind of end up, in a sense, pick your body code. You want standard range, you want rear-wheel drive, or you want all-wheel drive there. And then we'll get into options and all that, because one of the options is upgrading to extended range as well. And we'll let you know what the price is on that when we get to optional equipment. But those are the price starting ranges here. We are going to be using this, but we're going to talk about some of the mechanical features first that you will find on your premium Mach-E's. In fact, it's pretty similar to the Select for the most part, in a sense that right now they don't actually have what that standard range battery capacity yet. It still says to be determined in the order guide. So not really sure yet. It was 72. As you can see, I think in this one, when we selected it, it did say. So I think it was 72 and 24 model year. So we'll see if that stays the same for 25 model year. You will get, of course, one motor in the rear, a primary motor for the rear wheel drive. So if you go all wheel drive, you'll get a dual motor, one in the front, one in the rear. Of course, single speed transmission. You will get selectable drive modes. You get that whisper, you get that engaged and unbridled, which is, I tend to go unbridled a lot. You get a brake coach if you are in that engaged mode. That'll help with your efficiency for as a kind of a driving assistant, in a sense, as you're come up to stop signs and stuff like that to tell you how you're doing with your braking and such. They will get one pedal drive, which I love using one pedal drive. And you'll kind of get used to it. That's kind of something that's nice. Don't have to even press your brake if you're really good at it. So that is available and going to be included. You do have some vehicle charging. You do have the J1772 CCS, a combo connector system to be able to charge. You can use a 120 volt, 240 volt, and also you can use DC fast charging as well with that combo plug there. AC charging will go up to 11 kilowatt with a 48 amp capability. And going up to that. And you do also have DC charging up to 150 kilowatt capabilities. So when you're looking for those DC chargers, anything above 150, it doesn't matter because it's going to cap it at 150 when you're charging there. LED charge status indicator will be on that charge port. And then it illuminates and lets you know how much you've charged. And also on some of those chargers, that's where you would, shut that flow off before unplugging it. Don't just unplug those. They do have Blue Oval Charge Network as well available. And that's really nice because you can actually put your credit card in there and set. And there's a lot of them that are now just plug and charge. Electrified America's plug and charge. If you use a Tesla with an adapter, it's plug and charge. Very easy. In fact, I actually think that it's easier for a Ford vehicle to charge on a Tesla than a Tesla owner charging their Tesla on a Tesla charger, because they actually have to go into an app, whereas we just have to just plug it in and it activates itself, which is really nice. All right, we have front and rear stabilizer bar as well with this electric power assist steering. And then we do have electric parking brake with an auto hold as well. Transmission oil cooler. And we do have a pedestrian alert sounder. So as we're backing up, people know that we're backing up since we're quiet and they can't hear the motor running. And then we do have, new for this year, the vapor injection heat pump. And I'm not a technical guy. I don't know a lot about what exactly that is or how it works. All I know is I've been told it does make it a lot better with your range in cold weather. That's all I need to know. So there you go. You're going to have that as well there for you. Now let's talk about some of the safety features here. I'll just go to this view because I really don't. I'll throw up some images for you. But for safety, for the airbags, by the way, these almost all the same safety features as we did see in the Select. So if you saw that, this is probably where you can, kick ahead, use the timestamps to move around in the video. We do have for airbags, driver and front passenger have a dual stage front airbag, deploys a different size airbag. Depends on how close you are to the front of the vehicle. We have a driver knee airbag as well. That's going to deploy down from that steering column to protect you from that front collision. We do have a side curtain airbag that's going to come down and help with the rollover sensor. So that's going to help bring that kind of that padding around the windows and such, front and rear, to help protect you. Also, if you have that side collision, we do have not only the front seat mounted side impact airbag, but also those in the rear. Not many vehicles get it in the front and the rear. We see that on the Mustang, and now also on the Mustang Mach-E. So advanced track, and what that's going to do, it has electronic traction control and electronic stability control as well. But advanced track is going to try to keep you on your intended path. So if you're going to that curve maybe too fast, I've done that a little bit in my Mach-E GT. It's going to help. It's going to use a series of brakes in the vehicle to kind of keep you going on your intended path. And it works pretty well. I can tell you that. We do also have automatic emergency braking oncoming. This is fairly new. We've seen it on several of the different 2025 model year vehicles. And we assume by the wording and how that is that just kind of like the one, if the pre-collision assist with automatic emergency braking is if you're coming behind somebody, it knows there's someone there and you're going to hit them at your current speed, then it starts to brake the vehicle and help you in braking the vehicle. So oncoming, we assume, is the same thing. If someone maybe crosses over or something and a vehicle's coming, it's going to, brake you, because two vehicles going in opposite directions straight on each other, it's going to be much more severe accident than if one of them is stands still and the other hits it. You don't at least have that resistance of that, right? So I don't know. Anyway, we'll see. I think that's what that is. Anyway, pre-collision assist with automatic emergency braking as well, that gets pedestrian detection, forward collision warning, and dynamic brake support. So if the vehicle in front of you is stopped or going slower, it'll warn you that at your current speed, you're going to hit them if you don't brake. Lights up that dash, series of tones and everything that wakes you up. Dynamic brake support preloads those brakes so that you'll stop even faster, or heaven forbid, it might have to brake the vehicle for you, which it can do. And then pedestrian detection, if you're going under a certain speed, parking lights and stuff like that, somebody comes in front of you, it'll initiate that for the pedestrians too. Post-collision braking, so if you don't brake, pre-collision, it'll brake the vehicle once you've had that impact. SOS, post-crash alert system, that's going to honk the horns, flash the lights if you're in an accident and you need someone to help you. Intersection assist, you might come across that intersection if you want to turn and it sees that there's a car coming, then it's going to alert you, it's going to brake the vehicle. So you'll have that. Intersection assist is fairly new within the last several years. Evasive steering assist. So if you're not able to stop in time, you need to avoid that vehicle. It's going to ease in that steering going around that vehicle, as you're seeing with that image there, where it was a great. That was a situation where that would come in handy. And we do have the lane keeping system that gets a lane keeping alert, the lane keeping assist, driver alert, and road edge detection for this year, which is nice. And so the lane keeping, the driver alert, what's it's going to do is going to alert you if you've taken your hands off the steering wheel too often, right? And let you know that, hey, maybe you're getting drowsy, your hands coming off the steering wheel. And then the lane keeping aid system, or alert system, I should say first, is it'll let you leave your lane, but it'll vibrate the steering wheel and let you know you've left your lane. Now, the assist will actually try to keep you in your lane. Now, this is something that'll work not when you have your cruise control on, but all the time if you have it activated. So, which is nice. Road edge detection also kind of lets you know you're getting close to those, because some of those, the edges of the roads, you don't really have a shoulder. Some of them are really short. Some of those roads, I know here in Kansas we have them. So you'll have that as well. Now, we do also have advanced security pack, which includes the security lock passive NFS system, which means only the coded key can start the vehicle. And then the other part of that is the perimeter alarm. So when you get out of the vehicle, you lock it up. It's going to lock and set a perimeter. So if there's movement inside, or someone tries to mess with your vehicle on the outside and it moves, it's going to honk the horns, flash the lights, let people know someone's trying to break into your vehicle. Now, keep in mind, this works if there's someone inside and you lock it and you leave with the keys on the outside. It's gonna, if someone inside moves, it'll set them off. So if you have a pet in there, if you have maybe a young adult or an older or something in there left, and you're going away, then just know that can happen. All right. Let's dive back over here and look at the exterior. Now we are gonna looking at this one here. Let's go to a different color. I like changing it up for each video. All right. So here on this one here, on the front fascia is body colored upper. That's this part up here. Also down here, molded in black down here. Now that is different than last year. Last year, this was a black painted down here. So there's a couple changes you're going to notice for this year, that this vehicle was going to be different, that they made some changes for the 25 model year. One of those is now this is going to be molded in black through here. The order guide said it was painted black last year. This does look, I don't know if it's painted or not, but the front grille is going to be body colored there with the insert that goes around, that will be a black painted, a high gloss black painted accent around the grille. So that's a little different. Active grille shutters are going to open and close when it needs to right in here, allow for air to help cool off those batteries and the motors. And then we do also have the recovery hook this year that can go on the front, but will be stored underneath in the rear cargo flooring back there. Front sensing system up here. So as you're pulling into those parking lots and such, it'll alert you as you get closer and closer to vehicles and other things in your garage, that kind of thing. We have configurable daytime running lights, just like it sounds. You can configure those lights to be on during the daytime. We do have LED projector headlights with LED signature lighting. So I like the signature lighting that kind of lights up on the top. And that's projector lights are gonna be so much brighter because they're projecting out, instead of some headlights where it'll be an LED, but it'll actually go towards the vehicle and then use the bright bezels to reflect that light out. Projector, so you don't have to worry about that. It's going to project it straight out. You do have wiper activated headlights. Just like it sounds, if your wipers are on, it'll activate and turn on your headlights. We call it rain lamp in the automotive business here. We do also have auto high beams. Now, so you do have automatic headlights. They'll come on when it gets dark, shut off when it gets light, with a courtesy delay there for that. And also the high beams work similar to that in the sense that your high beams will come on if it's dark enough outside. But if you're driving along and you're in the city lights or someone approaches you, it'll shut those off. And that is something you can activate and deactivate in your lighting section of vehicle settings screen. Windshield is a laminated windshield, so there's usually 2 pieces of glass with plastic in between, so it'll kind of adhere that if something were to hit that and break it, but also helps with sound reduction as well. And then we do have rain sensing wipers on the front wipers. So if you have one of the intermittent settings and you have this activated in your wipers section of your vehicle settings screen, then it's going to go ahead and turn those wipers on and wipe them when it needs to, and go as fast as it needs to. All right. Also, the front trunk area. So for this year, you open that up, does open up just like a hood does. So you pull the latch twice to release it so you can lift that up. We do have a usable, drainable front area there. It is smaller this year because of the heat pump. I assume that's what I've heard, is that because of that heat pump taking up a little more of that, so you do lose a little bit of the storage in there, or the area, but still quite a bit. I'm showing you an image there when we were at the Electrified Expo with the 25 model year, so you can see what that looks like and how that looks. They actually use it as a cooler here with some water and some ice in there. So you will have that in the front area as well. Now, for the wheels, I believe it's the same wheel. Let me get my wheel image here. Let me see. We do have a 19-inch bright machine face aluminum wheel with the black painted pockets, and looks like it is the same wheel as last year. So that's going to be the same. We will get into some optional wheels, including a new wheel for this year for the premium with a new package. So you're going to have that wheel there, and you will get the black painted wheel center cap with the pony graphic on it as well. Your tire is a 225/55 R19 XL 103H all season tire. No spare tire. You will get a tire inflator and sealant kit that's going to be under the rear cargo floor. That's pretty typical. Individual tire pressure monitoring system on those tires, 4-wheel disc brakes with anti-lock braking system. And then don't forget regenerative braking system that allows you to regenerate some of the energy from braking, to bring that back to your vehicle there. Something I forgot to mention that I normally mention on the front is 360-degree camera as well. So you will have a camera under each of these mirrors, the front and the back, so you can see completely around you. So as I get to the mirrors, I wanted to remember to mention that, because we do have the power folding mirrors with the powered heated glass, turn signal indicator on the outside, the pony projector lamp, that's your puddle lamp, black painted mirror cap, and you do have memory. So this gets the comfort package as standard equipment. That was an option. There was a comfort package light as an option on the Select. That's standard equipment on the premium, and part of that is your power folding mirrors for you, and also the memory for those mirrors, including some other things too we'll talk about later. This does have the BLIS, the blind spot information system with cross traffic alert. So if there's someone in your blind spot, it's going to put a light in the corner of that mirror and let you know it's not safe to go in that lane at that time. As you're backing up, someone's going to cross your path behind you. It's going to alert you. Series of tones, it's going to light up the productivity screen as well that you need to stop. And then you'll be able to see, in your backup camera, you should be able to see what direction they're coming from and going to, so that it's safe backing up. Now, different than this year, the wheel lip moldings is going to be body colored this year. So that is a change they've made because of the introduction to the black appearance package. They're really kind of taking away all your black accents on the moldings. But one of the things I do think is nice is on the premium, at least you get the body colored wheel lip moldings for the premium for this year. The door cladding is going to be molded in black instead of black painted this year. So yeah, that's going to be your door cladding as well as the rocker panel. Both of those will be molded in black there for you. The window molding is going to be a high gloss black on the belt line, and then the window molding will be the black, just like it is on the Select. Body colored steel roof here as well, similar to what you see on the Select 2. You do have 4-door intelligent access. So that allows you to leave your key in your pocket, walk up to and just press that little round button there for you, and that's going to pop the door open for you. So it unlocks it and pops it open. The front doors do have the little grab handles on them to pull those open for you. You also get security code keyless entry keypad, kind of an invisible keypad. You swipe, you can set your own code there and be able to unlock and lock it if you don't have the keys on you and get access to your vehicle. Maybe you want to leave the keys inside. You can do that using that system with the keypad right there. So that, and those doors, as I mentioned, e-latch with the push button to open the doors. All right, and then shark fin roof antenna. Actually, let's go to a different image here. See that back there? Also, for the rear spoiler, it's a black painted rear spoiler like we did see on the Select. Center high mounted stoplight up here. Some people, I like to call it the third brake light. Rear defrost with rear wiper back here. I think it even has a washer on there. Is that right? Maybe not. Anyway, do have rear view camera, so you can be able to see as you're backing up. Reverse sensing system as well, so front and reverse. And you have reverse brake assist. So if you're not, it's kind of like the pre-collision, the pre-collision warning on the front. Backing up, it kind of does the same thing. It warns you first, hey, there's someone there, and if you don't brake, it's not going to let you run over that bike or that person. It's going to break the vehicle. I've had it actually happen to me when somebody wasn't going back there, so I can tell you that works for him really well. Now let's talk about the tail lights here for a second. Is LED sequential tail lights or LED tail lights with the sequential turn signals. Showing an image here on my vehicle that does this. It's pretty cool. I like it. Brings that tradition of the Mustang through to the Mach-E. The rear fascia is body colored up here, and then the molded in black down here. Again, everything down here is molded in black on the bottom for you. It's different than in the past where it was the black painted. And then your Willet moldings, again, is body colored. Just make sure everybody knows that. Back here, we do have power liftgate, part of the comfort package. You get the power liftgate as well on that. So that's pretty nice. And then we do have, let's see, make sure I get everything. Inside the cargo area, you do have a cargo floor that's adjustable. A couple different locations you can put that. And the reason for that, you can go lower to get a little more cargo in there if you want, but also you can bring it up a little higher. So if you want to lay the seats down, which we'll lay down, 60/40 split bench seat, when you bring it up that top one, it's the same level as the top of those seats so that those items can just slide through over that seat if you need to. I can tell you, moving my son recently, that comes in handy. So, and then cargo tie downs in there. There's 2 of those. And then there's a power point in the cargo area as well as a light in there too. So there we go. All right, let's talk about the interior features now. And for this in here, we'll get into colors and stuff and options for colors of the interiors in just a little bit. For the carpeted mats, we have front and rear carpet mats for you. Also carpeted flooring. We do have front scuff plates that are molded in black with the pony graphic on there, just like the Select. For lighting, we have illuminated entry system with a courtesy delay with the map lights up here for you over the driver's right above the mirror there in the overhead console area. Rear cargo area light and second row dome light as well back there for you. We do have ambient lighting. It's multicolor, so you can change in different colors there. And I do like that the drive modes go along with different colors for your ambient lighting. If you notice that, it'll change based on what drive mode you're in as well. Beverage holders, says there's 4 here, 2 in the front, 2 in the rear. The ones in and I think they're talking about the ones in the door, not the ones in the console for that. So anyway, and then there is a center console with a pedestal armrest, so that can go up and down real easy and get you into the cargo area. And then you can slide. That's a retractable door for that as well. Grab handles. There's 2 in the front and there's 2 in the back that have coat hooks on them as well. Storage bin in the doors. And then let's see what else we got. Map pockets on the back of those front seats. Speaking of seating, we have a 5-passenger seating. Bucket seats here in the front. ActiveX seating material throughout. The driver is a 10-way power driver seat, forward and back, up and down, tilt. That's the front cushion, power lumbar, and power recline. The passenger seat is an 8-way, so forward and back, up and down, power lumbar, power recline. It doesn't get the tilt, so that's the other 2 that doesn't get. Driver memory as well, heated front seats here, and new for this year, ventilated front seats on the Premium. You don't get ventilated on the GT, just letting you know that. Second row, 60/40 split bench seat. The center armrest can come down with cup holders in those. The head restraints is a 2-way manual adjustment for the front as well as the rear seats. They go basically up and down. Enhanced memory for that gives you the save features for your driver display, radio, navigation, and driver assistance features. So that's nice because depending on what key fob is in the vehicle, it will adjust those things and keep those, which I like. Latch system is the lower anchors and tethers for children. So those rear outbound seats can harnessed in those front or rear facing car seats securely that way. And then for your windows, we do have power windows, global open and close, which means you can open those from the outside. So if it's hot out and you're like, you're chatting with somebody and it's going to be warm in there, you want to get that hot air out, you can use your remote to roll those windows down. A one-touch up and down feature for the front and rear windows as well. So that means you just kind of hard press it down and let go. It's going to roll them down. Bring it up. Just pull it till you feel that click, and it's going to roll them up without having to hold it. The power locks. We do have power lock and unlock, auto lock as well as auto unlock, which means after you get going at a certain speed, it'll automatically lock those doors. And then child safety locks as well for those rear doors. You don't want the kids back there opening those prematurely. You can lock that out so that they can't do it. You have to open it from the outside. All right. Now we do have a driver foot pedal over here because, one pedal drive, just kind of a nice place for you to put that left foot. And we do have the instrument panel in here is a 10.2-inch digital cluster right through here. And then you'll have that, and you'll have the message center, outside temperature, all that stuff is right through there. Manual tilt and telescoping steering wheel. So just pull the lever underneath. It'll go up and down, forward and back for you. The steering wheel is a soft vinyl wrapped steering wheel. It is heated steering wheel as well. And then we do have the steering wheel controls. Cruise control, I'm not sure which is which, and then controls for your some of your screen stuff right there, as well as your audio controls and that kind of stuff. They did move the gear shifter. So we are looking, again, this is 24 model year. So I'm going to give you an image where the console, where the shifter was a rotary dial shifter. That is now a monostable gear shifter. So it's no longer on the console, but instead has been moved up to the shifter where your wiper switch was. Now is you're switching your gears, and the wiper's been moved to the left side with your turn signal over there. So that's a change they made for this year. We do have adaptive cruise control with stop and go, lane centering, and protective speed assist. So adaptive cruise is going to work. Basically, it'll slow you down to go the speed of the vehicle in front of you without you having to press the brake. Even bring you to complete stop if you're in that situation, and then it'll start resuming on its own. After a certain time, it'll actually put up there that you need to initiate it yourself if you're stopped for too long. And then lane centering means it will keep you in the center of your lane, which is really a nice feature. Now, this works with the cruise. Remember that. And then predictive speed assist not only will predict the speed signs and slow you down based on the speed signs and your plus and minus over the tolerance that you want, but also if you go into curves, it'll start slowing you down. So I've had this happen. Why am I slowing down? And it's slowing down to predict those. And I'm like, so there you go. That's kind of nice. Now, on top of that, you also get BlueCruise equipment. So it'll be equipped with BlueCruise. You get it for 90 days as a trial to try it out. That's your hands-free driving. Allows you to go hands-free. Go ahead. It stays in the lane. Uses the adaptive cruise control features. Sees that you're looking at the road, so it knows it's safe to allow you to be able to take your hands off the steering wheel, and it works phenomenally. So it's a really great system there. And for this year, though, there's several versions we've been upgraded to over the years. Like 1.2 did get us the lane change just by hitting the turn signal and changing the lanes for us. And also we've seen the 1.4 system, which helps in inclement weather when like sometimes that sun beats down on it and it doesn't work, or if it's in the rain. I've noticed that where it doesn't work. 1.4 makes it to where that will work in those inclement weather. But we have new 1.5 version. So the most updated version of this is going to be on the 25 model year. 1.5 will actually change your lanes without you having to put the turn signal on. It knows, it comes up, it slows you down. It sees that there's nobody in that lane and changes the lane for you. Pretty awesome. I really want to see how that works. I am curious about that, but you'll have that as well. Push button, and then we'll talk about subscription for that here later. Those are optional equipment for you if you want to go past 90 days. Push button start right back here, so you'll get the key out to get in or out or to start it. Your climate control is a dual zone climate, so the driver and front passenger have two different temperatures. Second row does have air registers back there, so they can enjoy the same climate as those in the passenger seat. I think it goes along with that climate. I don't know. We also, for audio controls, upgraded here to the premium to the B&O audio sound system by Bang & Olufsen. Includes 10 speakers, subwoofer, and the B-Sonic. Baosonic. I don't know, but I have it, and it's really nice. You can adjust it several different things, like you can choose podcast, you can choose a lounge, you can choose all kinds of different settings, or you can make your own custom audio sound. and it works really well. We were messing with it on one of our charges somewhere. Sirius XM with a 360L. Again, that's something you get for 3 months to try it out, and then you can subscribe through Sirius XM for a longer subscription, which is nice. And then we do have that gets you the Sirius XM listener profiles. So again, you can, based on the person that's driving it, you can set that profiles in your system. Sync 4A system with the enhanced voice recognition system gives you the 15.5-inch portrait style screen there for you with the 911 assist, the wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. You get cloud connectivity. You get the digital owner's manual, the adaptive dash cards they'll be right down here. So it'll have some of the things you've used recently will show up there. And then also personal profiles and conversational voice commands, like being able to say, okay, Ford, for it to listen to instead of having to press a button on the steering wheel. And then we do get navigation as well. That includes 3 years are included within that navigation. So you'll have that. And then you'll also, after that, that's saying here, well, I'll get into that in just a second. Also with that navigation, you get the EV trip planner that's on there, pinch and zoom capabilities, live traffic, predictive destinations, in route guidance, all included. So a lot of EV things there. And there's a note in here that after the connected navigation 3-year inclusion expires, then the connected navigation is only available as part of the Ford connectivity package. So what is that, you might say? Well, let me tell you. The Ford connectivity package, which you get for 1 year included with your vehicle, is cellular connectivity for audio and video streaming. You get unlimited 5G Wi-Fi hotspot as well, and entertainment things like karaoke, which is new within the last a year or so. So that's pretty cool and how that all works. And then you do get also auto dimming rear view mirror for you. And then so you don't have to worry about dimming that mirror. There's no lever. It'll automatically dim it when those cars come out with the bright lights. Overhead console will include the sunglass bin up there. Also your visors, sliding sun visors, they can rotate over to the other side and they slide, and you have illuminated vanity mirrors on the back side of those for both the driver and front passenger. The driver also does get universal garage door opener on your visor. So 3 different buttons there. You can set up transmitters, things like that. You'll have a glove box located over here on the passenger side. You have an open media bin area right here where you're going to see a wireless charging pad on the left side. Also USB type A and C plug in there. Cup holders right there for you. And then you'll notice, as I mentioned earlier, and I'll show you another image where they have changed and moved that gear shifter up on the column and given you more. They moved the buttons that were on the left side to the right, from the right side to the left side, and giving you some storage things in there. And even I think a slot where your phone can go in there facing upright if you'd like it to. And then in the console, you'll have a PowerPoint as well as the one in the back. See if I'm forgetting anything because I went off script here. Oh, Ford Pass Connect allows you to stay connected to your vehicle using the Ford Pass app. And on the EVs, you have so many things that are going to be nice about this. You can unlock and lock it from anywhere. You can kind of set you can start the climate from that app real easily. And you can not only can you start the climate, unlike an internal combustion vehicle, you can actually pick your climate you want right now. So not only just turn it on, full blast, heat, you can pick your climate. I just want it at 74. And you know what? I don't want the heated seats on. I just want the climate to be warmed up. You can choose that on there too. I really like what they've done with that. You can also set your departure times. So if you're plugged in, it'll use your plug charge to go ahead and warm up the cabin and everything. So that way you're not using your battery to first do that when you get in the vehicle in those cold weathers. So you can set those up. You can set up your charge level notifications as well. Power My Trip through that. I do like the ability to look at the map and go, this is the charger I want, selecting it and going right to your navigation, which if your phone's connected to Android Auto, pulls it right up, which is really fabulous. You can set up your plug and charge with your phone for pay and your locate and pay and charge and everything. And then also phone as a key through the app. So you can set up phone as a key if you'd like to do that, to use your phone as your key. Whether you think that's a good thing or not, that's up to you. I'll let you decide that. I don't use it, but that is really totally up to you. All right, so that's all the standard equipment. Now let's talk about colors though, because colors are also standard. Some of them are standard. Some of them cost extra. Let me get you my price list because we're going to talk about these. So there are some colors that did come back from last year. So this year necessarily aren't all the colors from last year. They're the ones that are available within the 500-mile radius from here. Again, we're looking at that. But So Rapid Red is actually one we've been looking at here, and that is not available this year. So instead, we do have a molten magenta tinted clear coat, and that color is going to be $995 for that color. So it'll cost an extra $1,000. So that is technically would be an option, and if you want to look at that way. So that is a new color. So Rapid Red's gone. Molten Magenta is with us here. We also do have this one over here, Glacier Gray. That is a color available last year that is available this year and is also $995. It is a tri-coat, 3 coats of paint on that, and is a beautiful color as well. We do also have this in here, which is the Star White. I should have it on this. Is the Star White tri-coat. That is also $995 for that, and again is 3 coats of paint that is put on that. So, and then Vapor Blue is not available this year. The Shadow Black is available this year, so that is no cost for that color. Make sure, I think so. We do also have Grabber Blue is not available this year, but instead we do have Velocity Blue, and Velocity Blue Metallic is available on the Premium, and I'm making sure it's available on the Sport Appearance Package too. And that color there costs $495 if you elect to go with the Velocity Blue. So there you go. And then Eruption Green is available this year as well as it was last year, and that is $495 for that color too. So you'll have that cost if you want that. Now, some that aren't showing in here that are available for this year, and I'm going to show you some images. Maybe I'll show you images. We'll see. Desert Sand, that is a new color for this year, and that is a beautiful color. I like it. And Desert Sand is going to be no charge for that color. So that's a free color. Grabber Yellow is also available, and I think the Grabber Yellow was available last year. No cost for Grabber Yellow as well. And I think that's all of them. Star White, Grabber Yellow, Molten Magenta, Velocity Blue, Eruption Green, Shadow Black, Glacier Gray, and Desert Sand. So those are color options for this year. Okay, let's talk about some different packages. The first one to talk about is a new package for this year that Ford actually came out with and highlighted, and I think we did a video on it as well. And that is the Sport Appearance Package. This package is available on the Premium for this year and really dresses it up. One of the reasons why I think they did take away some of the high gloss black painted accents is because they want to include it in this package. And so this package here is going to get you a new wheel for this year. It's a 19-inch monochromatic high gloss black painted wheel. So I'm going to be showing you some images of this package from Ford marketing. It looks great. You also, along with that wheel, get a red painted front and rear brake calipers, Brembo branded front brakes as well, and inside you'll get the sport pedals. So this package allows you to look like a GT without paying for the GT, right? So you're going to get that. Also, you're going to also notice on the outside, you're going to get the black painted front and rear door cladding. Also the front and rear lower cladding, right? The lower back here, that's going to be painted black as well. Wheel lip moldings will be painted black as well there for you. You'll see that. And then the grille. So the grille is going to be a body colored upper, black painted lower bumper, I should say, and fascia. But then the grille is going to be a gloss of black. So we actually got a chance to walk around this at the Electrified Expo. So I'm showing you some of those images as well, because I almost forgot we were there and did that. Also on the inside, as you can see with this video clip, unique red accented stitching on the seats, instrument panel, door trim, the steering wheel, and the center console lid too. So you're getting all that. I wouldn't say the console lid because it's not on the console lid. It's actually on the pedestal armrest. But you're going to have that as well in there. And you actually get a good glimpse of that new console as well as in this clip. So hopefully you see that. But so there you go. Sport Appearance Package. Forgot they don't have prices online yet. So let's cover that. Let's see if I can find it here. Sport Appearance Package is $2,495, so $2,500, and you get quite a bit with that. I mean, so you get the red brake calipers, Brembo brakes, and everything included into that package price. So there you go. If you want to go that route, you can go that route. So that's one package that's available. Another package that we did, comfort package, is included as standard equipment, and it's different than on the Select. Select gets a comfort package, but it's called Comfort Package Light. That just includes, heated seats, heated steering wheel, and the memory mirrors. This comfort package includes those, plus it also includes the power lift gate. Don't know if I mentioned that earlier. feel like I should have mentioned it, and now I'm thinking I maybe forgot that. But you're getting power lift gate as well included with that. And then you're also getting the driver memory. I think you already had that, so you're getting all those. Oh, and then you get it says mentions the heated, but it also gets a cooled as part of the comfort package. That's where you get your ventilated seats as part of that package right there. So now a package that is optional, and that's an accessory package, is the interior protection package. We did see this on the Select, so this isn't new for you if you watch that video, but this is going to get you the cargo area cover. So it's kind of an all-weather mat that goes in the cargo area. You get actually, that's the cargo floor liner. So that floor liner is in there. The cargo area cover is actually going to go in the back window. So it kind of gives you some privacy there, more than even your privacy glass gets. And then front and rear second row floor liners without the carpeted floor mats. So you'll have the floor liners as well. So it really protects it inside and out. That's why I ordered it on mine. I really like that too there. So there you go. All right. Some other packages include some software packages. So now this is actually different this year. So disregard this right here. Again, this is 24. We're talking 25. So a couple packages you get here is some software package for your BlueCruise. So you get two options here. Now, there are a couple different ways you can order these options. And one of them is you can order it when you order your vehicle. So just tell your dealer, I want the 1-year plan, or I want the, there's also one-time plan. So you can purchase those. Either way you go, if you get it through the dealer or you order it on your vehicle, it's going to be the same price. So 1-year plan is $495, which is a lower price this year, or now that's available. So you get a 1-year plan that way. That's option 18G in here. Also, you have a one-time purchase, and that is $2,495 for you, option 18H, and that gives you one time. You just purchase it one time and you have it. For the life that it says lifetime. It says one-time purchase. They're saying lifetime, but it does say in here a minimum of 7 years service. And by the way, if you do purchase that, that goes with the VIN number on the vehicle. So if you end up switching to another Mach-E or another vehicle with BlueCruise, it doesn't switch your account over. It stays with the vehicle. So it turns it on for that vehicle for that long. So that's something to note as well. And then we talked about the Ford connectivity package earlier, that you get that for 1 year included. If you want it longer than 1 year, of course, then you can get a couple plans. You can at that point you can get yearly if you want. It's $150 if you go with a yearly plan, or you can do a one-time purchase. And again, you can either order this with your vehicle, or you can order that with your dealer. And it's $745 if you get the one-time purchase through your dealer. And just to remind you, that gives you the unlimited 5G Wi-Fi hotspot. It gives you the cellular connectivity for audio and video streaming, and it gives you the entertainment with karaoke. Now, with that, something to remember is you do have Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. So when we talk about audio streaming, don't think that, oh, I'm going to lose my Spotify. That's through Android Auto. So you don't lose that necessarily. We're talking about different audio streaming platforms that are integrated in there that might just be easier if you want it. So I kind of think this package is more about the unlimited 5G Wi-Fi hotspot connectivity and some of the entertainment while you're sitting charging or sitting still, more than anything there. But again, that's a minimum of 7 years for that as well. So there's all your packages. Now let's talk about some exterior features here. And I want to start with let's go back up to extended range, right? So we talked about your rear-wheel drive standard range starts at $39,995, and then your all-wheel drive is $42,995. Now, if you want to get extended range, that adds $3,750 to your vehicle, regardless if you're a going rear-wheel drive or you want all-wheel drive. You can go extended range. You can go extended range rear-wheel drive. You cannot do that on a Select. So that's keep that in mind. It's $3,750 for that. So that is an option for you right there. So I want to cover that for you. And then what are some other things I want to cover? I think that might be it before getting down to some of these other things. All right. So talking about some different wheel options. We talked about one wheel option as part of the Sport Appearance package, but if you want this was available last year too. We have the Sinister bronze painted wheels. So 19-inch bright machine face aluminum wheel with the Sinister bronze painted pockets, actually. So it is going to be that wheel. It is, I believe, the same wheel as last year. Yep. Looks like it's the same wheel. And so if you want to go to that, there's not a bronze appearance package, but there's a bronze wheel. And that wheel, find my price list here for you. That is $995, so $1,000 for that wheel upgrade. If we want to go that route, you can do that. So there you go. There's an option for you. Let's see what else. Also, talking about the roof, we do have the the painted steel roof is standard equipment. You can also get a panoramic fixed roof glass with the infrared reflective windshield. So that is available for you. So panoramic glass roof in a sense for you. And let me find that price. That is going to be $1,600 if you want to add that option to go that route there for you. So there you go. So that's that. What are some others? Because I think, yeah, we kind of talked about, there's that roof. So you can kind of see, actually doesn't really show you the image of it. So anyway, there you kind of see it there a little bit, just a little bit of it. There you go. You can get that glass roof there as well. And I didn't talk about interior colors. What do I do with my notes on there? So interior color options. I didn't talk about standard colors. You get black onyx or the light space gray interior. So do two different color interior options here for us. So you have that or this as standard equipment. So you have those two options for you. And that is standard equipment for you. Now, if you go to the black appearance package, it's going to be black onyx with the red stitching regardless. So forgot to mention that. Sorry about that. So hopefully if you watch it through, you got this part too as well for you. So you have that as an option. Let's see what other interior options is it showing. It's not showing any here. And again, these are vehicles that are at dealer lots that we're looking at here. So let me go through my notes and to see what else is also included. Now, something else that's included as an exterior option. And well, in some states, it depends on where you're at. If you're in a state that requires a front license plate bracket, it's actually standard equipment and the dealer will put it on for you. But if you're in a state like Kansas that doesn't require that, it's a standalone option. And so it's still no charge option, and the dealer will still install it for you free of charge, but you want to make sure you add that if you're wanting something like that on your vehicle. Now, the mobile power cord, that is a standalone option for you. And the mobile power cord, just like it was last year, gives you that 120, 240, on the go type of charging cord if you need it, just in case. This year, it includes the fast charging adapter as well, that NAS adapter for Tesla superchargers. And so this year is $600 instead of $500 because you get that adapter. And I like that they're doing this because when you get your vehicle, you automatically have that adapter. So you're ready to go. I purchased my vehicle in July. I'm still waiting to get my adapter. So I'm glad in 25 they decided to throw these in with your mobile cord, so you have that at the time of delivery. Some dealer installed options. That means that these are going to get shipped to your dealer, and your dealership will install it or put it in your vehicle. And a couple of these I like because they install it, but a couple of these I say don't get them and just get those through Ford Accessories. And all these are available through Ford Accessories if you want to do it yourself. First one is the wheel lock kit. So that's going to take one of your lug nuts from each of your wheels, take it off, and put a locking one on along with a locking wrench. Or the socket. So that just allows them to be able to, do that. So make sure, for one, if you order this, sometimes a dealer sees it and they just throw the package in your vehicle. Make sure they actually install it on your vehicle if you want it on there. You ordered it for that reason, right? So maybe go ahead and make sure they do that. Also, there's an exterior bumper protector. So it does go on the back bumper. So you lift up the lift gate, you have that back bumper exposed down there. It puts it on there, it protects that from dropping things on it. And forgot to mention the price on those. So the price on the wheel lock kit, if I remember it from the last video, was $95. And then the exterior bumper protector is $125 if you want that. Also, we have a roadside assistance kit. So that gives you some different things if you're on the side of the road and you're, I think it gives you jumper cables, in fact, and everything. Again, get this through Ford Accessories and just get it yourself. It's $80. The dealership's probably going to just put it in the box and put it in your vehicle. They probably won't even put it in the bag it comes with. So just get it through Ford Accessories. And then first aid kit as well. That's going to give you a nice little first aid kit and little pouch to put everything in. And that is $60 if you want to order that with your vehicle too. So there you go. There's all of our options for you on the Premium Edition Mach-E. Hopefully you did enjoy this. Went over the standard equipment plus a different package available. And the new package this year, the Sport Appearance Package, looks great on the vehicle, and I think it'll be very popular. Now, don't forget, order banks are open up right now. You can order from us. We're doing invoice pricing on an ordered vehicle. We have a $495 dealer fee, and if you do a traditional finance and want to purchase the vehicle, we'll also take $1,000 off, just like we do on our vehicles on the lot for financing with us. On a lease, we probably will not cover $1,000 just because on a lease it's done a little bit differently, and we paid for that $1,000 out of the reserve we get from the financing deal from the lender. So we just kind of pass that on in a sense to you, and that way. So there you go. Now, speaking of that, When you're ordering from your local dealer, make sure they're doing some of just the things that I just did right there. When you go to place your order, you're going to have an order sheet that you're going to see. Make sure that that has all the options that you wanted on the vehicle, and make sure that you have that price and that price is on there and that is correct. And it's going to show the MSRP price. Now, one of the things the dealer will have you do is sign that. Get a copy of that. You want a copy as well, because if Ford does any price increases throughout the year from the time you ordered the vehicle, then you're going to be honored to that price. Ford will protect the price for their customers based on what it was when they ordered the vehicle. And so the dealers sometimes it'll come in and they'll see that higher price and they might charge you that. Make sure they honor the price protection price, because they will get reimbursed back that money from Ford down the road after Ford sees that the person that bought the vehicle is also the person that ordered the vehicle. So that is a requirement to get the price protection. So they'll do that. Also, that is also time they'll probably have you sign a buyer's order. So that'll actually put on there. That's a great opportunity at that time to, ask them, what are they going to price the vehicle? I see MSRP on that, but what are you going to price it? Let's go and put that on the buyer's order, so we have that locked in right now, so that we know what's going on when that vehicle comes in. What's your dealer fee? Can we please put that on that buyer's order? What else do you plan to add to the vehicle if that came in? If I'm purchasing this right now, this is what I'm going to buy, right? This is what it should be, and have them sign that as well, because not only are you price protecting that, just like you would from Ford, you're also price protecting any dealer fees or anything else, and making sure they don't add anything to the vehicle. Some dealers are trying to do that now. So it's always good to get that all in writing and get a copy of that as well to have with you. Makes it a little bit easier when that vehicle comes in to go ahead and finalize your paperwork and everything. So one of the things you don't want is that surprise, right? You order the vehicle now, it's November, and they're going to be scheduling for January. It's going to come in February. We're talking, 3-4 months. You don't want surprises 3 months down the road after you've been waiting to get your vehicle, and then find out they're going to add these other fees and they're different than what you had thought they were going to be. Get that all in writing so you have that in place, so there's no surprises, and that transition goes so much smoother when the vehicle comes in. So with that in mind, if you want to order from us, we do have build and price on our website, though, for 25 model year. It's probably what I should have been using instead of theirs for this video. You can go to our website and you can build it out, fill in your name and information. In the notes, say that you want the YouTube special that Tim mentioned, and we'll make sure you get that invoice pricing. We'll get that ordered for you nice and easy. We'll have you sign the paperwork that we need, and we'll need a copy of your driver's license as well, but we'll get that after you submit that, and make it very smooth and easy. So if that's what you want to do, that's the easiest way to process it, so we get the order correct for you, and we have it entered for you as well. So there you go. I think that's all I have for this video. Hope you guys did enjoy it. Make sure to subscribe with the bell notification turned on so you don't miss any of our videos with some great Ford content, including a live stream every Tuesday night at 7 p.m. Central right here on this YouTube channel. So if you do place an order, come on back. You can see whether or not they're scheduling for the Mach-E this week or not. Some weeks they do, some weeks they don't. We go over that and let you know when they're scheduling for those orders and what production dates and in the future that they're scheduling for that week, so that you can know that as well. And we take questions live. So if you have any questions on anything, model it is, we answer those questions live on our live stream. So feel free to come and check it out on Tuesday night as well. Until the next video, stay positive, be kind to one another, be kind to yourself, and we'll see you later.